relaxing. Not like that fake Saturday that almost got me fired.
Is this all we're going to do today?
Absolutely.
You know, Homer, I'm starting to realize life is short. We have to make the most of the time we have.
We do?
Otherwise, we could wake up one day and realize we've wasted our whole lives.
Oh, that.
You know, if you lived here, you'd be home by now.
Mr. Hutz, I didn't know you sold real estate.
You didn't? We should talk more often, Marge.
Helping people find homes. That must be really rewarding.
Yes, the money is good. But the beauty is you get to stay in the house until it's sold.
Selling real estate could be just what I'm looking for. I'd really like to give it a try.
I don't know, Marge. Trying is the first step towards failure.
I passed!
Yay! Way to go!
You know, we have a lot of expressions in the English language.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
Where'd that come from?
Most all of us use them every day.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means.
You know, we just say them as if they really made sense.
I mean, how silly is that?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
What the is he talking about?
Yo, what's the word? What's good? You know what it is. You know who it is. It's me, Mario, and welcome to the Appraise the Phrase show, Origins of Everyday Expressions, where we're here to do three things. Unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, and assess the value of common everyday phrases. 2020. What's good, bruh?
Man, what's going on, man? I don't know. You ever had that deja vu feeling?
Deja vu. I feel like I've done this before.
Deja vu. I know. Nah. You got to. Okay, where am I? Am I right now or am I back then? What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know what? It's exactly deja vu. First of all, shout out to the Matrix because they completely control my understanding and definition of deja vu. Something in the Matrix. Somebody just did something in the Matrix. It's an agent somewhere. Hey, Mario. Man, listen. Again, it's deja vu because I forgot, brother. I'm so sorry. My dog Myron's in the building. Myron, what up, gang? What up, though?
What up, though, man? It's all good. What's going on, 20?
What's good?
I'm feeling you on that deja vu,
man. Listen,
man.
come on, man. You know, that's to let you know you're alive. That's all, baby. It's a good day outside. You know what I mean?
There you go. Hey, I know last episode, 2 episodes ago, you said that I had signs of going from YN to ON. Hey, brother, what you just said was ON status.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, Playboy. Oh, I'm already there. I'm opening up the door for you. That's how much there I am, baby. That's how much there
Where you at with it, Myron? I mean, you still feeling youthful? You still feeling jovial?
I'm somewhere in the middle, man. I have days where I think I'm young, but then I try to do some shit like I'm young, and then it reminds me that you ain't young, man. And then, you know.
Mm-hmm. You know what that means? You can look out the window and see your destination. That's what that means. That's all that means.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You ain't there yet. You ain't parked yet. But your ass can see the goddamn destination, boy. You know, this ride almost over, boy. That 1 year ride almost over, boy. You know
it's so almost over. You ever turn the GPS off? I know where I'm going.
I know where I'm going. Yeah. I don't need this no more.
Let me cut her off, dog. Let me cut her
off, man.
You just distracted now. That's all this is a distraction. You ain't helping no more. You distracted. That's exactly what that is, Playboy. That's exactly what that is, Playboy.
That's what that is, man. Hey, it's always a pleasure to have all three of us in the building, man. Let's get right into it, bro, with the phrase. This one, just one from the list that I'm like, hey, it's. I think it's a phrase that's so common that I overlook it and was overlooking it when looking through our list. Like it's one of those. Do I have a immediate reaction to it? You know, save that for the grades, but I'm anxious to see and curious to see how y'all feel about it. The research is interesting, so we gonna We're gonna take our time with it, man. And we're going to unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, and assess the value of put your best foot forward. Oh.
And then 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase.
There we go. All right, man. 20. Well, yeah, put your best foot forward, man. What you know about it? What's your relationship to it? How you feel about it?
You know what? I would say this. I've heard it before. It's something that I'm not blind to, but I haven't heard that since I was like a kid, man. It's one of those ones where I feel like you kind of prep your children with, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You let them know, hey, look, when you're doing something, you got to do it great the first time, you know? And I think what I tell my kids is kind of taken from that. I tell them, hey, you do something, you do it right the first time, you don't have to do it again. And that's kind of like how I kind of, you know, take that whole saying on if I can kind of put those two together. I tell them, like, look, you know, start off right, start off correct, and then you won't have to do it again. Like, put your best foot forward. If you put your best foot forward, the walk is going to be easy, or the run is going to be easy. So, yeah, if I'm in that boat with an educated guess, I think that's kind of like how my feelings for that phrase is.
And that's all I have to say about that.
That's solid, man. That's solid. I like that. Myron, go ahead, brother.
Yep. On the same wavelength as 20. I wouldn't necessarily say how I wouldn't necessarily say do everything great the first time, because I feel like that's a little bit unrealistic. I think it's more about effort. You know what I'm saying, give your maximum effort the first time, even if it isn't great. Right? You've done most of the work, so if you have to come back and do it again, right, you've already done 60-70% of the work you know you need to do, so that effort coming back, and if you have to keep coming back, eventually you'll get there. Do everything at full speed, you know what I'm saying? Do nothing half-assed. That's how I take it. So.
Okay.
And that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Like those are not opposites, but that's like it's apartment building. I think I'm going apartment building with that. Same Addy, same address, different
floors,
different doors. I'm trying to think, and I'll give my take on it, but I'm trying to think from y'all's takes. If we're going with the apartment metaphor, or what y'all saying, is there like a 2-bedroom versus 1-bedroom? Like, is one more luxurious than the other? Like, which one?
This nigga's definitely in the studio. This nigga.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, man, like, hey, try your best.
I'm about to say, yeah. If we do the apartment building analogy, in my opinion, it's just get in the apartment building, get you a place to stay, and eventually you can get to the penthouse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. That's man interesting to me. I don't even know if y'all are going with me here, but that's super interesting to me. For mine, best foot forward, I think the show and just the way I think have shifted my brain, because I'm like what? I really am still like, it doesn't move me in the sense of like, what? For what? Like, for what? For what? To what end is one of my favorite, like, not one of my favorite, it's a way of living right now. Like, to what end? So I'm like, best foot forward. Okay, is it to be first? Like is it to get out the blocks?
Yeah.
The best, or is it like outcome based best?
Like, is it one step, nigga, or is it one step? Like,
are we talking?
That's why I say it the way I said, because it's like I'm not asking for one good step.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So if that's what it's saying, then I will never say this phrase again. If you tell me that all I'm asking for, you requiring, is one good step, and to me that's like that could be reeled into the world of effort too as well. Like, if you give one good step and then the rest of them is stumbling, that's giving effort, but yet that's effort is giving you nothing.
True.
And that's all I have to say about that.
That's all I got to say, but what y'all saying is solid.
I had a little more to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that. But you know what I'm saying? So like y'all already brought some color to it that I didn't have introduced. And then the last thing I'm going to add in that we don't have to digress yet, if y'all remember to bring it back up, please do, is that like we're all parents here. So like your interpretation of this phrase, I think is going to be, it's like an interpretation of your parenting style in a way. And I think that's super interesting. G. Like, I think that's super interesting, man. Let's that's dope. Let's get into the dictionary definitions, the meanings of this. Merriam Webster, the brand. They got two. One U.S. and one for the UK folk, for the British folk. So
one
the U.S.
right,
definition.
One on the left. I feel you.
Exactly.
Hey man, you know. Okay. I feel like I've been here before, so I got a couple of them.
Hey. So the U.S. definition of to put your best foot forward is to behave very well in order to gain someone's approval. Right? Usually I try to keep a stoic face when I'm reading these, but that one. And then the UK version, the UK definition, of to put your best foot forward is to try as hard as possible to do something difficult. Very different. For one dictionary to say. My good folks at Cambridge say the definition of to put your best foot forward is to try as hard as you can, plain and simple. Right? Man, Oxford, who right now is a great third leg in the 4x1 in terms of dictionary definitions, says that the definition of to put your best foot forward is to embark on an undertaking with as much effort and determination as possible. All right, let's go, Myron. Reverse order. Myron, where you at? Which one sticks out? Gripes? What's up?
I can tell you which one I don't like.
Yes.
It's the American version.
Yeah, right?
For sure. Like, that one sounds crazy to me. But the second one, I think you said trying to do.
Oh, Cambridge? You want me to say it again?
Yeah.
Cambridge said to try as hard as you can.
No, not that one.
The second Merriam Webster. My bad. The UK version is to try as hard as possible to do something difficult.
Yep, that's the one that resonates with me because that's the way I think about it. Because I think the phrase in and of itself is about habit building. Like, if you taking that first step out the blocks and you stumbling the rest of the way, right? But the first step is the most important step. Once you get that down pat, then you can move on to the second, third, and fourth. You're not gonna always stumble. I tell my daughter all the time. She has so much talent, but she's afraid to take on certain stuff because she thinks she gonna mess it up. I'm like, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do it. And if you mess up, identify where you messed up at and come back and do it again. So that's how I look at it. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Okay. 20.
Ironically enough, I feel like the actual American version, the first one, is the one that 92% of the world actually goes with. You know what I mean? Like I totally, like I said, once I heard the definition, I was like, oh yeah, that's the definition of the phrase that usually is used. You know, whenever you're telling somebody put your best foot forward, it's usually when they're on a interview or when they first meeting someone or first doing something. You get what I'm saying? So it's like an introduction. So I to as much as I, don't fuck with Merriam Webster the brand, I gotta say is actually the first one really is how it's really being used. Now we might have our own interpretations of it, but I feel like the first one is really the one that actually, when it comes to recollecting, I feel like that's the first one. It's the first one that actually hits it on the nail.
Man, I agree. I agree with that assessment. I think because it's the first time I would have to go back through, but I believe it's the first time that there's a national distinction between definitions. Like I don't think I've ever seen this in the history of our show.
I don't think so either.
That like someone say like, well, based on where you're at, it means this. And I do not take for granted season 3, episode 10, I believe. that that the U.S. one is like basically damn, I'm doing the extreme thing again, but like putting on airs in a sense. Like it's really just a outward an outward appearance phrase, whereas Myron, both of y'all's initial reactions to it were depth, like inside out, whereas the Webster's acknowledges in America it's an outside in. It's an outside in. It's outside in, and I think that's super interesting because best. Like that's where I take it now. Like best foot forward. If we're saying this is for external approval, that best is in quotations like a motherfucker to me.
Exactly.
Like you're saying what they will think is the best.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if I'm right.
Where'd that come from?
That was the best way I've ever gotten to the origins ever.
Best?
Best. Here's the origin. No. So let's start with the issues. So this is one thing, sometimes the phrases we don't just jump into like the first time it's uttered. Let's knock some things out for those that may be a little more stickler than us. So the Random House Dictionary of Popular Proverbs and Sayings, printed published book, dates Put Your Best Foot Forward to 1495 with no supporting evidence of that whatsoever. Like zero. They just said that's where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So off top, the Appraise the Phrase show is a more credible source than no. But with that issue aside, another issue that I don't know if y'all have thought about or the listeners and audience have thought about is that put your best foot forward poses or implies that there are 3 or more feet. Here's why. The best is the name we give for something that surpasses all others. Something that surpasses one other is specifically called better, as in one's better half. Mm-hmm. So from a linguistic standpoint, it would be put your better foot forward.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's an angle I've never heard until I started researching, or I never even thought about. Mm-hmm. That like it is linguistically inappropriate or inaccurate, or it's a false implication to say best because you only have 2.
Well, they must be talking about an animal then.
Now, that's what some say. There was another thing. I was doing some research. I didn't add it here, but it stuck to me, is that there was this one dude. It's interesting because in the research, there's an asterisk on this dude's name to say, hey, before he got into all this trouble. So like the person that went with your angle, Dub, was like did some crimes. It was like prior to, and then listed out all this nigga's crimes. They said that he had a show. I think it was in another country. He had a show, and he had like a peg leg or something like that. Third, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And he brought this up. He was like, it had to be about an animal because, like, for this phrase to make sense. And he like told this little joke with the third leg or whatever.
I only got one good leg. I only got one.
Yeah, exactly. I only got one good one. Some shit like that. But from contextual times, let's say 1495s, the 1495s, 15th century, late 15th century. Some people believe that the belief comes from like left hand, right hand, left foot, right foot, luck ideals instead of skill ideals. So not even about like your best skill. Like, so from the 20 standpoint, your greatness, put your greatness forward. It's more so like put your least bad luck. So put your better luck foot forward, which back in those times, left-handed people were the devil. So it's really like put your right foot forward. Others that it was just whatever foot is your strongest.
I was going to say that, Mario. I think it's more like that. Like when you're trying to get up and you got a bad knee on your right knee, but your left knee is all right. You're going to try that first leg you put out there is going to be that left knee to get that strength. need a strength with a C to get up.
Hey, no lie. Again, do this non-judgmentally. But for the people you love, we're in this age bracket, dog.
We
so
are,
do
bro.
it to your peers. Do it to your peers. Watch your peers, even strangers in your peer group, just get up from sitting.
Damn.
Just watch.
Damn, man.
Just watch. And the only reason why I say that is because I pay attention to how I get up now.
Yeah.
Like from static seat. Yep, let's go. Which foot do I reach for? Which arm do I put out?
Not the rocking chair, bro. Not the rocking chair. Not the rock. Not the rock. Oh, on your mark.
You gotta hit that mean rock to get up, man.
On your mark. Get set.
Oh man, I should have had your plug in, bro. That was boom. I would have hit it right there. And then the last one suggests, and this is the one that I go with because this one I've heard the most. And then if I add it in context to the 1500s or the 1400s, is that when they would do bows to people, young men and women were bowing and cursing, and it was encouraged to place the better looking leg out when you curtsy. Now think back to you know what I'm saying, niggas was wearing stockings.
Yeah.
You know, and then that was the only time a woman could actually like show her little leg. So it's like, ooh. Oh yeah.
And she hike that little dress up and stick it out for you to see.
Boo. All right, I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna talk to that little calf. That little shin got a little no splints. So that's where that is, man. So before we get into some actual history, let's talk about that best versus better idea, because y'all are really smart guys. I rock with you.
Debatable.
Go coming with 20. I'm gonna start with 20, man. Myron, give you a chance to think. Talk to me about a moment when pressure, if you feel such a thing, when pressure to be the best weighed on you, and compare that to a time when being better than before brought you relief or growth. So you got, when did some pressure to be your best hit you? And then how about like I'm only focusing on better. When was that like, hey, that's actually felt good?
Okay, so let's keep it to, you know, keep it how we started, like being a father, man. You know, like that pressure right there. Just after, you know, while we're growing up, you hear all the horror stories and things like that. So when you first initially hear, okay, I'm gonna be a father, like my whole life as a non-father was totally different from the day I heard that I was going to be a father. You get what I mean? Like that I always feel like I was living for myself and the things that I could be used to, or the things that I could live with. And then that pressure of, okay, hold on now. You know what I'm saying? I could be okay with eating a sandwich at night for dinner, but now I got to change my whole lifestyle because that's what I can't feed my kid a sandwich every fucking night you know what I'm saying, for dinner.
Yeah.
Right. And then I say, to answer the second part of the question, I would say having my second child, you know, like it was like, man, I know I can do this now because I've done it beforehand. And then still that pressure of having a child was lightened because I'm like, okay, well, I know I got through one, I can do it, I can get through this one. Because not only am I better and I have a better mind state now, but this one right now, I can know what I like fell short with the first one and kind of be there to actually recognize on the second one.
Real. Hey, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, that was real.
That was real. Myron, what you got, bro?
I don't know what you expect me to say after that.
The truth.
I feel like anything I say, gonna pale in comparison.
I mean, it is one of those things, man. You did name it, bro.
You know, I mean, hey.
I would just say this. Pressure for me to be at my best, me personally, is almost insurmountable for me. Like whenever I feel like I'm pressured to be at my best, I kind of almost always fail, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
I
brother,
don't
not
do
you a
well with that.
shrink. Not you.
No, no, no,
I
no,
didn't think
dead
I
ass.
had no shrinking niggas in my crew. Go ahead.
No, but the silver lining in that though is I just formed a
Season
baseline.
3, episode. I think it was 16. Go
Pretty
ahead.
sure it's
Yep,
either
yep. There you
15
go.
or 10 already, if I can recollect. Never took a day off.
me, escaping the pressure of being at my best and having failed is much easier and is much more gratifying the next time I attempt because I know I'm going to be better, and it feels good to be better because it does two things. One, it validates that I wasn't at my best. That was a isolated incident. And two, that I can grow and I am aware enough to recognize my shortcomings and to adjust and amend those shortcomings the next time around. So that's the way I look at it.
That's hard, bro. That's actually very dope. It actually reminds me of thank you. For real, thank you. It reminds me of so I went to Country Day for my 8th grade year. Lived the life, y'all. Country Day, my 8th grade year. And to play football. And their varsity team that year had some dogs. I think they actually won a state that year. And one of their receivers was Jeremy Battier, Shane's Battier's little brother. And like I was like the little varsity mascot because at that time I was like 5'3", 5'4", 8th grader. You know what I'm saying? I practiced with varsity, so like so they knew me, they knew I was good, but I'm like I was of stature, like so they let me around and they would like say the things that they wouldn't say to coaches around me. Right, so Jeremy used to have this thing before games, and this is what you reminded me of, Myron. He used to, and everyone would make fun of him for this. Everyone that mattered would say because he wasn't listening to nobody else. Like it was Jeremy Battier. He was like, "Man, I got to get this dropout in pregame. Like I hope I drop a couple in pregame." He used to like wish for that. Like, damn, dog, I haven't dropped one yet in pregame because. It's like I got to know what that feels like first so I can lock in on like I know what my drop feels like and I don't have to play no mental gymnastics. This is me adding color to it, but basically the idea is that I don't have to play no mental gymnastics during the game. I can like get my fuck you dropped it in that mental battle out of my head so I can get to what I'm really about. And that's what it sounds like you're saying is that like the pressure to be your best creates like your moment to fail. You're like your safest moment to fail. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Heard that.
Even when you know what you're capable of, just those outside variables or all those eyes watching you, that added pressure just makes stuff flip on its head. I don't know.
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. This one is I'm gonna be 20 in this one because he usually does football and I usually do some other shit. I'm gonna do football this time, and it's funny because like over time, like the word pressure like almost has zero meaning to me in terms of like how I feel it. Like I understand it and I know what a pressurized situation is. I'm not saying that I'm not a robot, but what I'm saying is that. I've learned over time, like, okay, this is how I respond to pressure situations to the point where whatever, like for real. So I'm trying to pick which timeline was that. And I would say the one that I felt it the most, where it weighed the most on me was the recruiting years of my going into my junior and going into my senior years, right? Where I had settled back into E-course. So I was done like playing like the go find the best school out of Michigan you can come out of. I was still talented. My dad was getting me around, so it was a camp circuit. So I had 2 years of camp circuits where the coaches knew who I was before I got to the camp, like that type of deal. And those situations, like day one, like I'll take it back to Purdue going into my junior year. I was a sophomore, obviously, but going into my junior year. Where day one, we're in the line to stretch, and I went with another. He was a year older than me, top running back in the state. When I say top, he was probably like top 20 in the state. So like not super highly recruited, but respected. And he went, and so I like felt comfortable like to hide behind him in a little bit. So we're doing the stretching line, and Brock Spack. I'll never forget Brock Spack. defensive coordinator. He's running the stretches and stuff, talking big shit. And he says, out of nowhere, he says, Mario Hines, hot shot receiver out of Michigan. Where are you? Bro, and mind you, like I'm telling you, like I'm 5'10" and a half now, like 5, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So like this is me at my biggest right now. It's me at my biggest, dog. So as a sophomore, I'm probably like 5'7", you know, a buck 40, 45, and I gotta be a guy now. I gotta go out there and be a fucking guy. So there was that moment, and then I times that with going out there to UW before I knew you existed. Coach Curtis Johnson, Coach CJ, was like, hey, come out to this. It was 2 Miami camps. And he said, come out to this one. And all of that was the one with all the dogs. God damn it. Kirby Freeman was there as a quarterback. Calvin Colvin was there. Lavelle Hawkins was there. Like, I'm just throwing names out. Early Doucette was there. Like, these are all like, come to this one. Because they're like, I'm not wasting time. Like, your film looked good. I'm not wasting time with you, though. Like, my dad will put me in situations where I had to perform. So he brings me out to that camp and puts me in that group. He put me in the elite nigga group. And I had to work, and he's like, come on, like I could hear him. It was the first time, and there's an article somewhere, a Rivals article, where I talk about like that was the first time I was ever coached at that level, and it brought the best out of me. It was like, and behind, I started getting handwritten letters from Coach CJ from there, and he brought me into the office. I only spent 2 days out of the 3 there. It was the first time I ever did an ice bath. Like that Miami Heat hit me after day 1. They said, because I was only gonna go for 1 day. They told me to come back to day 2 because they want to see more. So I'm like, all right. But it's one of those things where I'm like, damn, like this is what pressure is. Now to put that on, like to just ground it so we can keep it moving. Sorry, y'all. Is here's me buckling under that weight. Is that I did very well in Miami. Like I said, he pulled me into the office. He said, you could go to Tennessee. This one, Tennessee was like, sorry. He was like, you can go to Tennessee and play right now. And that, they offered me a half, partial. They couldn't give me a full because they weren't looking for little guys that year. It was very cutthroat, but it was cool because Coach CJ kept it real with me. He was like, we can only offer you housing. We can't offer you nothing else. And we didn't have it like that. But Michigan State was recruiting me, and this was when Coach Jim McClain was there. He ended up being the OC for Alabama. I don't know where he's coaching at now. I think he coached for Florida for a minute. So we're having phone conversations, calling my dad. Coach McClain's like, hey, come to this Michigan State camp. All you got to do is come, catch a few passes, run a 40, offered. Miami was my dream school, but Michigan State was like the school I was going to go to. Like I was going to stay home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Myron knows all. I think Myron remembers some of this. Yeah. And
wait, you wanted to go to the U? I didn't know you wanted to go to the U.
Oh, so bad because they treated small receivers so good. Roscoe, like it was.
You would have looked. You would have did good at the U, bro.
Bro. Even if I would have like started by my like junior year, senior year type of deal, it would have brought the best out of me in a way that like you know what I'm saying. Like it just would have been a dream school, dog. But Coach McClain like come to this camp. I'm like, Dad, this was me. I was like, Dad, I ain't got it. I am tired. Like I will go out there and fizzle out. And I buckled under the pressure when I should have just went out there. Mm-hmm. I should have just went. Yeah. So my dad, now he took it on another level. He was like, Mario's tired. He'll come to the July one. And coach was like, just bring him out and come out. And my dad said, well, Miami right now. But I started throwing that Miami shit in Coach McClain's face. Coach McClain said, okay, got you. Didn't hear from them again, bro. And now mind you, I was the number 2 receiver on Michigan State's board that year. The reason why I'll say this, because I don't want nobody to ever think I'm rap capping. I was being recruited by Louisville when they was only recruiting small receivers, Deion Branch, all them. Then John L. Smith and them got hired at Michigan State. It was like a dream, dog. I'm like, oh my God. The coaches that's recruited, like I was number 1 on their board my junior year. They moved over to Michigan State. I'm like, they in the backyard. I'm definitely going to Michigan State if I don't go to Miami, like 1,000%. And then we spat in their face. Crazy times. Anyways.
Damn.
Yeah. Crazy time. Live the life, dog. Let's get into this goddamn phrase.
Damn.
I know. Let's get into this goddamn phrase. Because now I'm reminiscing, nigga. Nigga. All right, man. Let's get to let's get to 1595.
Ending this whole story with, and then we spat in their faces.
Dog, like that's how I take it. Like I learned the game. I learned the game fast. Like, man, I didn't put my best foot forward. That ain't more best foot forward.
Yo, we've
Nope.
all done that like that. Not to prolong it, but
No, go ahead. It's a real shit. It's a real show.
we've all put ourselves in that position where we just thought it was going to be endless, like an endless buffet, and then we realized that the buffet closed like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, man, that's 20. That's about the realest shit you just said, dog. That's real as hell. That's crazy. That's real as hell, man.
You come back to that buffet line like, boy, where y'all put the
And them niggas looking at you like, why you still here?
You still here?
Like,
Yeah.
what you mean?
all you see is steam and water, boy. You got that steam and water.
Damn, that's
too
some real shit, man.
dog.
Yeah.
Another one.
Damn,
Crazy today, boy.
Damn, dude.
Hey, this your phrase. This your phrase, nigga. You going crazy. Hey, man. Hey, 1595. 1595. Guess who's Bazak? Guess who's Bazak? 1595. Billy Shakes. Once again, Billy, dog. Shakespeare's proper form of the expression is the first written expression of the phrase. 1595. He said it in his play King John, and the passage is, "Nay, but make haste, the better foot for before." Now look at the smartest nigga. Look at the smartest nigga at the times using better. Look at the smartest nigga. "Nay, but make haste, the better foot before. Oh, let us follow fast, lest be delay. The other battle shall win the day. And lo, where youthful dolphin comes with speed." Now, this play is called The Life and Death of King John, aka King John, and it's a history play about the reign of John, the King of England. So I'm just gonna hit us with the context of the scene. So it's set outside the walls of the Angiers. It's a French city. King John of England and King Philip of France are facing off head to head. Who has the rightful claim to the English throne? Now this is crazy, right? Because the King Philip of France is arguing with King John of England of who has the throne to England. Like the game is crazy. And John, or his young nephew Arthur, was also in the mix and was there. So the tensions are high, armies are there, and there's like fanfare going back and forth. Like the armies are talking shit. So Philip the bastard is the one who uttered that. The phrase, "Let's make haste, the better foot before." And he was basically like the slick talker. And like if you watched, you should have, if you watched the World is Your Oyster episode, Shakespeare does this thing where the person that coined the world is your oyster in a different variation was also the slick talker of the play. Mm-hmm. So like Shakespeare is very smart with like, I need a guy that can talk. And it ends up being the guy that can talk is the one that has a one-liner, a bar, right? And so Philip the bastard is urging speed on both sides to prepare for the fight. Like, hey man, let's not even waste time. Let's fight. Let's put our best up. Let's fight. So it's a practical way to get the win. And he's basically the commentator and truth teller in the situation. He's the one in King John's ear, like, hey man, there's nothing else we need to do here, dog. We need to get what we need to get to. Take action and move out. So it's a sense of urgency, basically, a sense of urgency theme. And it basically foreshadows like a bunch of chaos because the dispute about who's best, like who's the one to go out, ensued after that. So King John agreed with him that, yes, let's take action. But then the conversation becomes, well, what is the best? Who's the better foot? And so Arthur and John started to talk shit on one another and betray one another to prep for the fight with Philip, and undermined the whole thing, right? So the phrase actually comes from like urgency. Like, hey, let's move, let's do the thing that makes the most sense. Let's our best move. Let's make our best move now.
Right.
Let's make our best move now. So when thinking about that, fellas, where I won't start. I talked a lot. I'll start with Myron here. Where a situation where hesitation costs you an opportunity, or hesitation cost you somebody else's opportunity, and when did hesitation, lack of urgency, save you? Both, or one or the other?
Damn. Shit. So when did hesitation hurt me?
Or someone else?
No. I said that because when you said that, an immediate situation popped in my head. I was up for promotion 2014. It would have been my first look, but we had a brief from the command sergeant major of the area that year about what it looked like if you didn't make the promotion list, right? If you didn't make the promotion list, you went on a different list, and they were going to try to put you out, basically, right? Now, I had all the confidence in the world in my resume, but it was like, well, shit, I'm not going to submit no packet for promotion there because if I don't make it, I don't want you looking at me to put me out, right? So I didn't submit the packet. 6 months later, like 100 people made the promotion list. And when I tell you, out of the 100, my resume, if you stacked them up against them, was better than 80 of them. I was sick, man. I was sick. So I didn't get another look for another 2 years. So I feel like that put me behind power curve in my career for like 3 years total.
Dang.
Because I hesitated in putting in my packet. But yeah, that was the situation that came to mind initially when you asked that question, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, G. At least you got that failure out the way, you know.
That's funny.
At least I got just to stack more after that, but you know what I'm saying. But
Myron's thing is, I got a better failure for you later. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
That's exactly
you ain't seen
bro.
a thing.
Like when you think I'm down, I can get lower.
I can get down.
You know what? You know what? That's one thing the military that taught me, bro, is how to hold them L's quietly, dog.
Yeah, because I don't think you told me about that one, boss.
Bro, there's so many L's. They teach you how to take your L and just go on about your way, man.
Damn.
Hey, here, take this and go ahead and go on somewhere.
Damn.
Because that's probably how they treat you, too. Yeah.
Hey, look.
Yeah. Doug, you got one? 20. You got one? How about one that saved your day? Not one that hurt you. How about one where you slow moving saved you?
You know what? I was trying not to go with ball on this one. I would say this. I was trying not to go with ball on this one, but you brought it out of me. No. I would say this, man. I had a great chance. I really had a great chance to go to Howard University to play football. Yeah, I know, right? And that was during the time where, like, HBCUs wasn't in. So it was like one of those situations where I was like, oh man, you know what? Let me just go to the better football team. You know? And in that moment, now I look at it because I went to Rob Morris. If I didn't go there, I wouldn't be in the situation I am now. So I would say that hesitation to not just, you know what, I'm black, let me go to all black school. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to HBCU, let me play football there just to do it just because. Like it was really weighing on me at the time, you know what I mean? Because I never really was a kid that was like, oh, after school I'm going to college. After this, I never really was that. I was that one that was just riding the clouds, bro. I was riding the clouds. Like, okay,
that's actually pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I'm playing football. Whatever comes my way, I'm gonna just go ahead and take it. I don't, whatever.
That makes sense in hindsight too, bro.
Yeah, you get what I mean? Like, and at that moment, I was just like, sometimes I get that feeling. Like, even when I went to the game the other day, I was like, man, it would have been great to be a part of, like, reuniting with people that I went to college with in the aspect of like that HBCU love, that togetherness. But then I get brought back to reality. Like, man, majority of what I'm going through right now, which is this, is because I hesitated on just pulling those triggers on these other spots and realizing, like, you know what, let me do something really different, something that I've never done before. And that's go to the college that I went to, and that's where I met, you and all everybody else, and kind of molds my life now. So yeah, came out.
That's real, man. That's dope, bro.
On just pulling it because I was, just because I was black, I was going to go to a school just because I was black, as opposed to actually going to a program that, I was trying to make a name for myself because of who I was,
Real, man.
That's real.
It's funny. It's funny, man. Appreciate y'all both. It's funny that, like, if you want, because we could play that game, right? Like, well, if you did this, you're like,
yeah, exactly.
like you can play that game all day, but like one kind of like tangible, like to say that this was a good outcome for you and a saving outcome was that our friend over at the Mental Health Playbook, Trav, went there, and you ended up being in an opportunity to support him and where he's at based on your trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Like your trajectory pulled him into the brand and into working with us. So like your path, y'all would have maybe had similar paths, and maybe, who knows, not been able to be in a position to help him in his transition because you're at where you're at based on that choice.
Because I definitely, because it was like three of us that it was like three of my teammates went there. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a situation where I would have had people that I've known or common with, you know, and it would just been like a easier transition. You know what I mean? But it was, I don't know why or what it was, but it's something that about me going and doing this on my own and not knowing anybody and getting out of the comfort zone. I feel like that was my first time getting out of my comfort zone. First time I seen snow, first time I got on a plane was my recruitment visit to college.
I love that, bro.
First time I ever got on a plane, dude. And I always mention that to people because that's something I never take for granted, you know? That's something that I always appreciate. And I sparked that because it's like it was me changing from who I was to who I should become. And it helped out a lot. So,
man, that's dope. Hell yeah. Word, man. That's fire. Love these phrases, what they pull out, man.
Yeah,
so
man, I was trying to put my best foot forward and
you are, bro. This whole episode.
For my better toes. You know what
I'm saying? Better toes.
See what I did there.
And it was brilliant. Let's jump not too much farther. So once Shakespeare did this, of course, a bunch of copycats. Because now it's everybody want to use it. That's how I feel about Shakespeare by now. Now that I done said it, everybody wants to say it. So a poem, 1613 poem, whatever, written in 1613 by Sir Thomas Overbury called A Wife. And it has a line that says, "Let him be never so well made, yet his legs are not matches. He is still settling the best foot forward. He will never be a staid man, for he has had a running heed of his own ever since his childhood." Now, that one leads to the one that I believe, like his legs don't match. Basically, like, and I don't know if that's a metaphor in and of itself, or if it's like physically, like, yeah, man, one leg literally looks better than the other.
Like a metaphor. Let me be honest with you.
No, I give you that.
Just on how it ended, Mario, with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he wanted to. He wanted to show you like his child. When he said the childhood thing, that's like, okay, his experience is something that's really like leading the way with this whole best foot forward.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Good catch. So Sir Thomas Overbury, he was an English poet and essayist, and he was best known, not for this poem, but the poem got some pub. He was best known for being the victim of a murder, which led to a scandalous trial. In his poem, A Wife, also referred to as The Wife in some aspects, depicted the virtues that a young man should demand of a woman, and it played a significant role in the events that precipitated his murder. So he's most famous for being offed, and he was offed because of the poem. Like, putting your best foot forward as a man. The poem where like putting your best foot forward, he was like, you got to do this, got him murked. Okay,
that's crazy.
Ain't that crazy? Because he was telling men, hey, put your best foot forward, and this is the type of woman you should be looking for, right? But let's see why. Let's see why. So Overbury was a close friend to Robert Carr, the Earl of Somerset, who was King James the First favorite at court. Like some say they were like lovers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Overbury opposed Carr's affair with Frances Howard. So again, like lovers, but then also bi. Let's go with bi here. Overbury opposed Carr's affair with Frances Howard. She was the Countess of Essex, who wanted her to annul her marriage so she could wed Carr. So they was messing around while she was married. Carr was single, she was married. Big deal. So he was like, I don't like this at all. So he wrote this poem to say, hey, man.
He was definitely by then, if that's the case.
Yes, he wrote this poem to say, hey, man, this countess she's married. And so let me, let's see. And he published it, though. This is what a woman that, and it's all the things that the countess was not, basically. And so he got in prison. So Overbury, he resisted like them putting them together, and he was seen as an obstacle because he was in like King James' ear. So like, you know, he was in. So if he didn't like it, it was enough of a obstacle for some shit to happen. So powerful courtiers like Howard and her allies arranged to have him sent to the Tower of London, which is basically like one of the worst like prisons at the time. Right. So while in jail, he was slowly poisoned with substances like copper, vitriol, and arsenic, which were administered by keepers bribed by the Countess Howard and her accomplices. So he died actually this month in 1613. He died in September 1613.
Is that what it is?
So remember, he wrote the poem in 1613 and died. And see, like this
God.
Trouble.
Damn, man.
Trouble off top. So the trial, now then his murder brought a trial, and it was scandalous. So it was like a conspiracy, and Frances Howard had married Carr, but by the time the trial had started, they were already married, and they were like, yo, what's good? Were you involved in this? And Robert Carr was implicated, but he didn't know what was going on apparently, and there were several accomplices, and both Frances and Carr were convicted of murder, but they were not executed. And then they in the same tower. Then they were later pardoned, and so it was deemed the Overbury affair. Like it wasn't even. They called it the affair of the man that wrote the poem. The nigga that wasn't even.
Look, that sounds like a cover up, bro. It sounds like they just had to make it look like a
dog. And it was one of the most notorious scandals in James I's reign, and it actually opened the door for corruption in that court. Not like court of law, but like in the court of kings. Like it showed, like this poem opened up to like these niggas is crooked in here doing whatever, and it damaged his reputation, and it also gave this poem like what they say aura farming, mad aura, posthumous. It was like Biggie's Life After Death. Yeah. Like became the biggest poem. Bruh didn't see no love from it because.
They killed for it.
Murked.
Wow.
Yeah. So with that said, I'll start, but we all can think of it. How about some advice that backfired?
Wow. Wait,
like
what?
the advice you gave that was like, oh man, like I meant well by this, but this got me.
Bruh. Oh man.
I'm trying to think like, what have I ever gave somebody? Hey, do this, bro, and it ruined the game for them, or more so me.
So check this out. I'm gonna go first because I already know what I want to say. So, bruh, so I had this partner. We're gonna call him JJ.
Okay, JJ.
And him and his wife was going through it, whatever. They was going through it, and so his wife called our chain of command, called our first sergeant. This is like North Carolina, 2012.
Yeah. Well, now we know.
So the first sergeant. Damn, you're right. Anyway,
sorry.
My bad, JJ. And so I guess the first sergeant was pretty much doing what the first sergeant do, was all in his business, and we were just sitting in the car on lunch one day, and JJ was complaining and stuff, and I was like, "Hey man, if I was you, man, I'm going there and talk to the first sergeant, dog. Tell him to stay out of me and my wife's business." Man, he went in there and talked to the first sergeant. I swear to God, like 45 minutes later, we saw the MP show up, bro. Turned out he went in and talked to the first sergeant. And I don't know what one thing led to another. He tried to beat the first one with the coat rack and all type of
With
shit
a
happened,
cold
bro.
rack, bro.
And we,
That is a
no,
difficult
I'm telling
thing
you, like
to
we
beat
got out of
somebody with.
control. We
Tyler
don't know what
Perry.
happened.
Tyler
We
Perry.
don't know what happened. He went in there, and next thing we know, like damn, he been in there for a minute, and we see like 3 MP cars pull up to the unit. That shit was crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, man.
All right, because
Yeah.
I don't think I got one for real. I don't think I got one, but I got a second question because I've been writing these questions, man. Like I've been tapping into these questions. Dub 20. If you got locked away for saying the wrong thing, it could be advice or not, just saying the wrong thing, wrong in quotations, right? What petty reason would it be against you that we was like, hey man, like what do you think, knowing your character, what do you think your friends, the people that were supposed to support you, that you were supporting, what would be the reason? What do you think?
That if I was locked up for doing something, what do I think it would wait, hold on.
Well, what would your friends, like, you feel me? Like, no. It's not about what you would actually do. It's about what would we say? Like, say it was us or whoever's close to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, hey man, I just said this thing in the privacy of my friendships, and that shit got you locked up. What would be the thing we were like, hey man, get this nigga out of here?
I think that would be it. I think that would be it. I think that would be it. You telling me to get somebody out of here, and I actually did it. I think you telling me to get somebody out of here. Oh yeah, nah, hell yeah. You're right. Because listen. One thing about me is that I am petty, but Lord knows I am. I can get gassed up so easily. like that's the worst thing about me. I feel like that's the last thing that I want people to understand. Well, now they know that now, but you can listen, 93, it don't matter what number the gas it don't matter what number the gas is, and I'm gassed up and I'm on go. I'm on go. So like that's difficult, man. That's a good question, bro. Like I feel like because I care about what my circle's so small that because I do actually care about what my friends say and what my friends, you know what I'm saying, think about me. So
that's real. Okay.
So
okay.
if it's like something that I do, and then y'all like, oh, this nigga Dub, blase. I can't even think of a situation, but I just know that if that was the case, it would be because of what my friends say. How about that?
I got you. Like I get it. Like if I, because we can make this a little more practical. If I was to be like, if I was doing one of my like in my bag moments, like, hey man, and I said it, and I didn't do my patented caveat or circle back. If I didn't do one of those two things, and you took it as gospel, and you did it,
yeah.
What would me and Myron say? Like, hey yo, he really did that shit.
Yeah.
He really did this. Hey,
I'm
it was a joke. It was a joke.
Mario, you know me, bro.
Hey, I didn't think he was gonna really do it, Rio.
Mario, you know me, bro. Like, because I'm already thinking it. I'm already thinking it, bro. Because I'm already thinking it. Like, so, and I was trying my best. The reason why I was so vague in what I answered, because my first impression was like past people that we've worked with. You know what I'm saying? Not even to, and I'm talking about in lifestyle, so people don't think, oh, this is he talking about me? No. I'm talking about
exactly.
I'm talking about from when I known you from college.
Exactly, the spectrum.
From the Lynn Swan days.
Lynn Swan.
From the Lynn Swan.
Hey, that's when that days. We got to put that on the hard drive, Playboy.
Yeah. So it was like one of those situations like that. I'm that dude, but like, man, okay, so are we telling this? Are we saying that to them now, or are we? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we doing this now? Are we going up here to now? Are we going up the hill now? Are we?
Dog.
Are we telling this person, yeah, kick rocks now? Because I already told him kick. So am I adding the rocks later, or
are we adding the rocks now? Bro, that's one thing me and 20 have bonded on since day one. Is that me and him will be like, I don't know where Myron just went. Me and him will be like, hey, shoot, do we get him out of here? Like, how close we want to let, like, y'all think I'm bad, not Myron. You think I'm bad now. You've known me my entire life,
Yeah.
but like there was a moment where like when you was in college and you started with the surgeries like we had, and like you didn't see the man I was developing to be. That Dub got the seed, and I'm like I was very much. It was me, then immediately him.
Yeah,
and sometimes him, then immediately me. But at that table, at our calf table, me and him was the force field to. Who is this sitting with us?
Right?
Like, who is this big guy?
Bro, there's a couple parties.
Who are these
There's
niggas?
a couple of parties that wasn't even my parties. And people like, oh, who is this dude? Who is this dude? And before they could say who is this person, I'm like, hey, yo, Playboy, what are you doing?
Yeah, who is you, dog?
Are you up out of here? Yeah, you're gonna have to get up out of here. You're gonna have to get up out of here.
Yeah, bro.
Because I don't know who you are, and you're gonna have to get up out of here. And then before you know it, I come back to the group. And they're like, oh, duh, you supposed to go, you supposed to kick him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I thought we was kicking this nigga out. I thought he wasn't supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I thought that's what we all wanted.
I thought we was on that.
Yeah, that's what we was doing. Don't play about it.
Don't play about. Hey, that's the thing. So
yeah,
yes,
Mario,
I get. Yes, that is why it would be. It would be
to inadvertently talk about. Like, hey, listen, bro. It's been times where it's been like, yeah, man. Should we not fuck with this person? Or I already told him we don't fuck with him.
Yeah. Hey, last thing, because we do gotta move on. Last thing though, this is why if you've ever worked with us on the surface or one level below, this is why I send the emails.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is why I bring 20 in.
Yeah.
Because don't Varnell Hill me. I've already got you out the door. Like I've already kicked you out. So mentally,
right.
If I'm Dub has already kicked you out mentally. So the last thing you need to do is sell me before there's anything to buy.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Like, you don't have to tell me, Playboy. I've been sold enough. I've been sold enough.
And I always come to find out that the batteries are sold separately every time.
Even if it says try me on the box, I come to find out that the batteries sold separately. Fuck out of here.
Hey man, let's grade. This is great. Let's grade, man. Power grade, A through F scale. Impact when said. Does it get the people moving? Duh. What's up, 20? What's up?
Yo, listen, I am going to have to go with a B plus. I can even be swayed to an A minus, but like, listen, once you add on the GOAT, William Shakespeare on there, once you add on the year, even though it was not backed by any kind of but hey, somebody say the year was this, okay, I'm gonna have to go with the year's that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to go with the year's that. And the fact of the matter that still today it's relevant, bro. Like we might have debunked the linguistics of it, but it is relevant, man. It's still when you say it to people, you kind of like, okay, yeah, you know what, I am gonna put my best foot forward. Or I am going to make that first step my best step. So I'm trying to teeter right now, A minus. I'll give it an A minus.
A minus. It's in there. It's in there. You see it on the screen.
Yeah.
It's in there. All right. Word. Speed. What is it? Put your best foot forward. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
And this one got a lot of syllables, but
we've heard words.
They do.
Danny Boy would hate that, man. Danny Boy would hate
Lee would be like, hey. Luckily, I'm doing the speed here because
yeah.
I like no lie, like this is how weird I am with it. And now I think over the years is you got your S's. So those are S's are smooth to say. That's why smooth starts with S. I made that up, but it sound right. S's. It got alliteration with foot forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like really the only work you're doing is that's really the only work. Put your best foot forward. Best foot forward is going.
Yeah, bro. Best foot forward. And you can even say it just that, best foot forward.
You could, best foot forward. So with that, because it gets smoother with some takeaway of some letters. I can't give it a full A, but B plus, man. B plus. Best, put your best foot forward is smooth to say. And here. And here. And to my other, like 20 usually does the like longevity is like kind of his like grounding. My grounding for is like children. And like Dub started off, 20 started off with the show saying it's something you tell kids. Yeah. So it goes. So yeah, B plus.
Damn, that is true though, Myron. Not to slow you up, Myron, but I just realized that mine is the longevity, and I feel like yours is definitely how easy it is for kids to say and comprehend.
Yep. Now don't tongue twist the kids up. All right, Myron, you get to overall preference it.
I mean, I don't disagree with nothing either of you said. Being objective, subjectively, I don't really like the phrase, but objectively,
can you say why real quick, like briefly? Can you say why you don't like it?
It's that American definition. It's hard for me to reconcile with that, man. Being that we live in America, right? It's hard to reconcile with that because
you
now when I
love
think
America,
about it,
right? Wink at the camera. I love America.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, clip that one out. Clip that out. No, because even though we have our own way of looking at it, when I think back of how many times I've heard it and who I've heard say it primarily, it's not people of my color, man. So now when I think about the American definition, it's kind of like, what were you really telling me?
I'll fucking
you know what I'm saying?
I get it. That's not a cultural. That's not a cultural phrase. You're right, though.
Yeah, but like I said, going with what y'all both said, I don't disagree with that. So I think we go B plus, man, overall.
Hey, I like it. Hey, man.
Truth is set to truth.
Truth is set. All right, last thing, 20.
The Dictionary of Misinformation.
I actually think it's on Myron. Myron should pick the letter today. I feel like,
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's go with D.
Perfect.
For Detroit. Football season started, baby.
Heard you.
Dub, you see those Dolphins rivalry jerseys?
Bro, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm over here thinking, was those fan arts or that actually?
No, that's real.
I am low key a black jersey fanatic. Like, I feel like anybody that has like y'all black jerseys are crazy to me. Like with the silver and a little bit of that blue in there, I feel like hands down when it comes to black jerseys right now, like y'all's and the Cardinals black jerseys are crazy sick. Crazy sick. So we'll see, man. I'll definitely snatch one. I ain't gonna lie. I like that orange and the orange and the the orange and the black too as well. So we'll see how we do it. We just need to get something going with our team. Like, I don't know.
Man.
It's like we look like it seems like every year when I say that our schedule is it's favorable not for us to be a 50% team, you know what I'm saying? A 500 team.
Yeah.
They still find a way to make it 8-8. So I just want to and with the 17th pick in these motherfuckers still find out a way to get from 12 to 17th in the draft. So I'm just like, oh Jesus. Yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
All right, we talked good here. We talked good. Let's do something a little bit, maybe a little obvious, maybe a little light. We're going with D. Let's go with dry cell battery, y'all. Go Dolphins as well. The dry cell battery. These batteries, for example, are used in flashlights and those motorized toys, Christmas toys that parents hate. Those dry cell batteries are not dry at all. They're actually very, very, very moist inside, and they have to be, or they would not work at all. I don't know what they mean by dry cell because the inner workings of said battery are not dry. It's wet in there. It's wet in that battery.
Well, there you have it.
There you go.
There you have it.
It's wet in there, Playboy.
That's a Jeopardy question.
No. It is. It really is. Myron, leave him with something, man.
Hey, look, man. Glad to be back on the show. For those watching, we got a lot of great things coming. For those who are interested in the product, reach out. We can get you on the show, or you can make you part of what we got going forward, some shape, form, or fashion. Bright futures ahead.
My guy. Now we here.
Never took it.
I'm gonna do something I really haven't done is because my boy Tony hit me up. He actually works for Rockstar Games. This is actually a Rockstar actual shirt that he sent me. Can't wait for that GTA to come out. Oof. I don't know if you guys seen it. Well, you have to.
Hey, it looks great.
You had to have seen it. You had to have
Yes.
seen it. So look out for that. Well, you ain't got to look out for it. It's going to be a crazy. I think this game is going to do some life and just like worldly changing things, bro. You know what I mean? Like, first off, you're going to be able to make actual currency, like real life money off of this game. Like I think that's going to be the game, the changing thing from now on, that you're going to be able to, like, I want to say game again, but like that is going to be something that, like how crypto and eCoin have changed the game. I think this video game right here, Grand Theft Auto, I'm saying it first, I'm going to timestamp it, is going to be an evolution, fucking a revolution, this is going to be the game to start how gaming is going to be in the future. So guys, do everything you need to do to learn and kind of like figure out how you're going to make money, but this game is going to change gaming for forever. And shouts out to Rockstar Game. Hopefully they send us one. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. That's dope.
Hey, Mario.
I'll do something kind of similar to that. You can find us at Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, the Underdog Podcast Network. Go subscribe to our podcast playlist for instant updates. ApraiseAppraise.com for articles and merch and event updates. We got our podcast produced shows. Check them out. CTB, Mental Health Playbook, 10-15 Challenge, the like. So always check the website for that. And be good to people, man. Fall about to fall till you stand up for one another.
Make sure you put your best foot forward, all right?
Yeah, make sure it's the one with the big calf. All right, man. Please remember that value is in the eye of the appraiser. We'll see y'all next week.